What is up, guys? This is your boy Superior Simmer, and today I have more information regarding Project Rene. If you guys like news, updates, and discussions, please hit the sub button. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Also remember to hit the notification bell and set it to personalized so you don't miss any videos. And I do have an affiliate link with Instant Gaming to bring you guys cheaper Sims packs. A lot of the expansion packs are on a cheaper discounted price. For Rent is $20, Love Struck is almost $20, High School Years, Growing Together. And lastly, guys, I will be live streaming here on YouTube tomorrow for the Life and Death expansion pack. I'll go live around like 10:30 EST time. And of course, the replay will be up on YouTube. Without further ado, let's get into the content. Okay, so the Sims community has been in a frenzy since these new leaks for Project Rene dropped recently. It's safe to say that the leaks do not look good. It's honestly pretty disturbing looking at some of these images. Now, starting off with the details of the game called The Sims Lab, The Sims Hub. It says explore a Parisian, I'm assuming this is Paris, a Parisian neighborhood full of unique activities and stylish rewards. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. Welcome to the Sims Lab, the hub. Pick your sim, each a unique character with their own story, and join friends and other players to explore a vibrant Parisian, I cannot pronounce that, neighborhood together. Claim new outfits from the thrift shop. Oh God, here we go again with this thrifting bullshit, bro. Bro, you guys did this already with High School Years. Bro, I've never seen anyone just talk about thrifting like that. Like, don't get me wrong, thrifting is cool. Like, I've definitely been trying to go to more thrift shops so I can get like just name brand shit for like cheaper, but I don't understand like is thrifting really that do people love thrifting that much? I don't get it, bro. Like, I love thrifting in real life. I'm not saying it's like not a thing, but like, who cares about thrifting in a Sims game? I have to read this over. Claim new outfits from the thrift shop by working at the local cafe or by completing quests. Here we go with the coffee shit. Sorry guys, I keep like pausing, but it's just I don't like what I'm reading. Make your wishes come true at the Plaza Fountain. Discover hidden collectibles. Oh God, I can't do this. This is too much. Meet the locals and more. The Sims Labs games are a prototype experiences focused on testing small chunks of larger game concepts. The features in the app do not necessarily represent the direction or content of any upcoming Sims game. And that's good to know. That is definitely good to know. But like, why choose this to like playtest? Like, who cares about drinking coffee and thrifting? And again, when I read something like this, I feel like this is something for the sim girlies. Like, me personally, I want them to think next gen. Like, how can we push the Sims forward without like, I get stomping all over what we've done with the Sims 4 in previous games? If you're not gonna make the Sims 5, at least make whatever this multiplayer Project Rene bullshit is be something different. Now, there's a bunch of different images from different places, so I'm just going to be reading this off the simscommunity.info. Now, the playtester's name has been covered because they don't want to like reveal themselves, but there is like a to-do list here. It says buy new outfits, find the elusive gnome statue, come back tomorrow. Okay, and this is just all fashion stuff. Again, when I look at this as a dude who plays Sims, this game doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't kind of like advertise me as a man to want to play this. I don't get that vibe from a game like this. It doesn't feel inviting for a dude who plays Sims. I just don't get that vibe when I see this stuff. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't really get it. Now, again, these Sims, I guess, they look crazy. Obviously, they look like low polygon. The whole shopping stuff, I feel like we've seen this 10,000 times. And then we have another image here where the sim is working at a coffee shop. I can see cupcakes and croissants. I hope she doesn't drop it. That was such a bad joke. I don't even know why he said it. And she's making espresso. And I want to say that's like a coffee machine or maybe like a blender on the like right side. I don't know. And there's like a t-shirt with the apron, and it looks like the very exact same thing she's wearing that's behind her. So there's that. And this seems like an open, like, I don't know the floor plan. I don't know what the building is, but it seems like it's open. This is just kind of like a kiosk thing. It's kind of like the vendors in Sims 4. And again, there's like some stuff at the bottom. So it's just smooth with the customer. So I guess you're trying to like glaze him so he can buy a fucking croissant. I don't know. And there's the cafe shift score. There's literally no score though, so I guess, I don't know, maybe that's still like in development. And then we have another image here of this big back sim. I'm pretty sure this is the previous sim, but yeah, there's like vending machines to the corner. There's a whole messaging thing, so I'm assuming you can like chat to people who are like in the server, maybe. I don't know. There's some simoleons up there. She has 10 simoleons because she's broke. And then there's like the description where it says like cafe shift ending, cafe shift over. Welcome to the neighborhood. It's been a long journey. Let's get Bella Goth something to eat. That is not Bella Goth. That is a big back sim. That is not, I don't know who this is, but it's not Bella Goth. And again, we'll get to the additional information, but apparently they make you pick preset sims, so you can't actually go in and like create your own sims. So yeah, these are the different sims. We have the big back sim here. You can add a name and a sim bio. We have another sim here. Of course, the skin tones look crazy. We have another sim. Nice to see. Again, that haircut, obviously we've seen in the Sims 4. His face looks crazy, bro. Like this is disturbing. So yeah, I'm assuming this is just like in-game stuff. Like I know there's probably gonna, I know I've heard talks about microtransactions, but I'm assuming this is like in-game sim points. And again, this is kind of like more of like an overview of like just the world itself. It's like a weird, there's also a level as well. So like a level 1. So like if you want to get to that coffee shop, you need to be like level 2 or something. I don't know. I just feel like this is such basic stuff. Like you're gazing at a fountain and you're reading the plaque for like information. Like, oh, like, did you know this fountain was founded in like 1989? Obviously, I'm assuming from this, they're trying to like having like active jobs, because again, a lot of the new life sims are trying to do active jobs as well. So I feel like that just makes sense. And you kind of have like a job description, not like a description, but it's kind of telling you like what you need to do. Like you actually have to pick which order, and you can't take too long, they said, which is interesting. You get XP points, so it'll be interesting to see how the XP works in this game. And then you have like the 15 simoleons, and then there's the user interface. So nice to have like audio, video, camera, text size, which is interesting. Master volume stuff. Okay, you have graphics, so max, view distance, anti-aliasing, post-processing. That's cool. That's nice to see. And then it says unlock new outfits. Boring. Work at a cafe. Boring. Play with friends. Lame. Explore the neighborhood. One of the things I've seen a lot of simmers say too as well is that like no one wants to be playing this game with their friends. They say they play the Sims to play by themselves. So it's going to be very interesting how they're going to advertise this game to people who are like, I wouldn't say like introverts, because not everyone who plays Sims is an introvert, but there's so many different types of players, and I feel like for the most part, people are trying to tell their own stories with the Sims. To me, it feels like more of like a business move than like, oh, like this is what players really want, multiplayer. No one ever has asked for this. Now, granted, sometimes people don't want things, but then they're surprised when they get it, like anything in life. But I don't know if this is going to be one of them, and that's why I'm really skeptical. Because this is not what people want. Now, before we get into the comments, because it gets really spicy, there has been some additional information. Now, there's a Twitter user who goes into more detail talking about this Sims Hub thing. She went in and data mined everything, so she's able to like just go inside and like look at all the information within the build. Now, she said, just to clarify, the build I was using for this was a recent 2024 playtest that started on Friday last week. The build has been floating around for quite a while, since the 27th, so I grabbed and downloaded and have been data mining for the past 2 days with. Now, she followed up by saying, looking through Project Rene / formerly Sims 5's files right now. She said, holy shit, I have no idea how to put this all into a post. So I may just wait another day, especially since I don't want this to get buried, but it has really made my expectations higher for Rene. They're working on realistic mobility aids like wheelchairs, custom content downloading through gallery, very realistic fat distribution, etc. There's also some really cool concept arts for the world in the files. A lot of this will be discussed more in depth by Ant in a Reddit post likely, including the individual data mine files. For now, here's some concept art of the Sims Rene that apparently have a storyline. So that's interesting. There's like a storyline going on. I really think that's cool though, that like they're adding like wheelchairs and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of people say that Enzo is not diverse, but then at the same time Sims 4 is not diverse either. She also said the fat distribution, I can't even say that word, is better, which is cool, and the fact that you can download CC through the gallery is like very interesting. It seems to me, even though they can't compete with Enzoy, at least on the graphic scale, they are trying to like level up from what we have currently with the Sims 4, which is a smart move. But you know, again, nobody asked for this. They said their names are Josie and Rachel, by the way. They have some form of relation to a garage, which also appears in other parts of the files. I first assumed this was for cars, but I'm not sure. The playtest teams also have career attached to them: gardener, chef, student, poet. So we get a little like look at the careers, which is pretty interesting. I really hope we do get cars with this game. I mean, if they're doing like this, it seems to me like this game is supposed to be like open world. It's not supposed to be like loading screens. They're obviously trying to move away from that. So it'll be very interesting to see if they can pull that off, but again, they haven't seen anything about cars. So it said also about the microtransactions. It seems like they are handling it pretty okay for EA. The hub is a place you can optionally go to, which is where all that will be. I haven't seen any references to add pop-ups that aren't for the hub. Also, there's 10 DLC planned. It'll be very interesting to see how the DLC is going to work for this game, because again, if this is running alongside Sims 4, how is that going to work? Are you guys going to buy that? Like, let me know, because like, if you're already playing The Sims 4, and why the hell am I gonna play Project Reject and buy The Sims 4 Discovery University Tiny Pack? Like, why am I gonna go buy that when I'm already playing another Sims 4 game? Like, in history, there's never been Sims games that just coexist like that while having like DLC on top of that. And again, The Sims 4 is a very, very expensive game, so it's very weird to me. I don't understand how this is gonna work. But yeah, apparently the microtransactions aren't as harsh as people thought it would be. From the images that we saw earlier, it looks like a lot of like in-game stuff. Of course, there's going to be like real things you can buy with real money. Now, she said the multiplayer is still a big thing, a part of this game. However, there's a call feature, which is just what Discord has, and you can invite your friends into your neighborhood /save file. The playtest was for the hub, so I'm guessing that's the only MMO-ish part of this game. I mentioned this in a previous post, but this game does have height sliders and also has accents for Sims voices. So I guess you'll be able to like make a Sim that obviously is from the UK, maybe from Canada. Now, somebody named Rudy said, holy, oh no, I'm not saying that. They said that's quite a lot of information. I just hope the game will have just ordinary play like we used to. Family simmers just building a house, not an apartment, playing solo, raising a household, toddlers, kids, etc. will be part of the single player experience too. They've talked about the multiplayer side of things for like a while, initially when they first talked about Project Rene, but they haven't talked about the single player stuff that much. Now, she did confirm, she said all of what you mentioned is in the game, although I haven't found any concrete info on houses. There are references to lots, however some just call it apartments. So she said that the single player portion obviously is in the game. Again, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't see simmers spending money on a game that they don't even want while playing The Sims 4 and still buying DLC for that game. How are people going to spend money on both games when you guys have kits, stuff packs, game packs, and EPs? Now, there also is the whole creator packs that are coming, and obviously I feel like that's a way for them to kind of like if you can't beat them, join them type of stuff, because obviously the modders have been using like CC paywalls for like a while. That's been like a really big thing. I've seen people have to pay like hundreds of dollars for like subscriptions, and there's like these different types of plans, and like if you pick like the highest one, you get like a 5% discount. It's just like some really crazy shit for like custom content. And I feel like obviously EA knows that's been a problem for like a while. In my opinion, this is their way of trying to like control it. Like, you can't beat them, join them type stuff, you know what I mean? I feel like that's their way of trying to like control that. But again, the beauty of mods and CC is the fact that like we can get it for free, we don't have to pay. So yeah, there was an EA presentation I never did go over, but it was basically talking about the future of the Sims franchise. They talked about The Sims 4, Project Rene, My Sims, which I feel like is obviously making a return. So it seems to me like they're going to be making a new My Sims game. And then you have The Sims Project Stories, which apparently is supposed to be like a mobile game. There's been a lot of drama with The Sims Mobile. They did say that they're stopping updates. But yeah, if you have not seen the drama of The Sims Mobile situation, it is pretty insane. There's gurus involved, you know, trying to basically DM simmers, trying to do damage control, and basically just lying and just having the Sims Mobile turn to shit. Pretty insane. So them trying to do this whole mobile thing again with this Project Stories is like kind of weird to me. And funny enough, another big thing I've been seeing is a lot of people basically trying to cancel Inzoi because it uses AI for the character creator. Inzoi has actually spoke about that too on their Twitter. They've talked about them trying to really crack down on the AI stuff, so like it doesn't like do copyright stuff. It seems that EA is trying to push forward with this AI shit, which I find again funny because so many people are trying to cancel Inzoi for using AI.
Now what you see here is an AI application that uses a photo-based search feature. Now typically a player would enter text, find a red house with white trim. And this is fine, but the approach has many limitations compared to what the team's new solution is. For example, words can be misspelled or in a different language. If you are looking for an image, why wouldn't you use an image to find it? This feature is actually working today with a plan to release soon, and the video is showing real search results. Now, this same AI-powered image search can unlock a creation capability. Now, picture uploading an image of a model wearing a certain outfit, clothes, shoes, jewelry, all of it. Using images to create content will dial up the power of our players.
When literally they're showcasing them trying to use AI in The Sims, bro. Like it's just so stupid to me people will find any excuse to stay on other life simulation games. So basically they're trying to say like, if you want to find like a specific house, you could use an image from Google and then the game will like generate that image into like an actual build in the game. But yeah, looking at some comments here, we have one by Dylan who says, oh, it's one of those. The microtransactions are gonna go crazy with this. So sad that this is the end. Yeah, it's pretty sad to see that like this is how they're gonna kill the franchise. And this is happening in real time. Like this game is being made as we speak, and there's like nothing we can do besides basically just raise our voices and say we don't want this. I'm hoping they see people's reactions and just be like, okay, maybe we need to go back to the drawing board and start over. We have one by the Weekdays. He says, all this hype for an ugly ass mobile game. The Sims are dead, y'all. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. We have one here by Gabby. She says, I think I hate everything about this, unless they're going to make a spinoff like The Sims Busting Out or something that might be cool, but it doesn't sound like that at all. Yeah, it would be really cool to see like a remaster of like the old games. We have this last comment here by James who says, I hope or wish the developers see these comments. Maybe if wants to listen to who plays their game and what they really want in the game versus what they think we want. And again, it circles back to what I said to earlier in the video. Nobody asked for a multiplayer Sims game. A lot of people say they play the Sims because they want to escape, and a lot of people want to play on their own and create their own stories. Don't get me wrong, I think playing Sims online and talking to people and all that stuff is cool, but that's like something you do when the game is like really like successful and it's like just like the best game ever. The Sims 4 has been very shaky for almost damn near a decade at this point, and a lot of the packs are half-baked. Again, I have a whole separate video coming talking about the EPs, and it just hasn't been in a good place. I feel like it just doesn't satisfy Simmers cravings, bro. And it's funny too because there's so many like just different companies now looking at like the vacuum space that is like the simulation space, and they're like, maybe we can make a better simulation game than The Sims 4, because The Sims 4 has allowed these other people to come in now and basically try their hand at this. And it's kind of like, again, like, okay, cool, because we're getting competition, but also sad because, again, this is the game that we all grew up playing with. So it's very hard to watch all these other simulation games like Enzo and Paralives do something new and better than the game that basically started it all. It's kind of ridiculous and confusing, and like, again, it hurts. And so many people just want, in my opinion, a Sims 2/Sims 3 game. Let's say more Sims 3, because I feel like Sims 3 was just a very ambitious game. Again, they have the formula, they can easily replicate that, but just make it better. But yeah, with that being said, this is all the information for today. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. This has been your boy Sophia Silver. Stay cool, stay awesome, stay simming, and have a good day.